What's going on, guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing another Easter look. This one was a lot of fun to create. I just wanted to do all the traditional pastel colors that you see. So I worked with just about every light pastel color I had. I wasn't sure if I was like maybe using too many colors, but then my husband was like, you can never have too many colors. So I was like, what the heck, we'll just go with it, right? I had no idea what I was gonna do. I just sat here and just played with makeup and created this look. So I hope you all enjoy. It might be a tad bit long, but I'm sorry, not sorry. Grab some snacks because it might be a long one. And yeah, so if you would like to see how I created this look, then just go ahead and keep watching and we'll get started. So this is me thinking and hating those blemishes. I'm going to start off with my Vaseline Lip Therapy in Rosy Lips, per usual. I've really been loving this stuff. It's been helping with my lips a lot. Still thinking. We're going to prime our lids first, and I'm using my Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer in light medium beige. And I'm just going to blend that out with my finger. First, I'm going to take my Morphe 35B palette, and I'm going to be using a Morphe E28 brush. It looks like that. It's just a fluffy blending brush. I'm going to dip into that light shade right there. It's kind of like my skin color, so I'm just going to use that to get ready for the next color. Well, I had a little interruption in between, but back at it. I'm just using that to really set and prepare for the other shades that are about to go down. So I'm really thinking as I'm doing this, I'm going to take the yellow shade right there with the same brush, and I'm just going to blend that well, get it together. I'm going to blend that yellow shade into my crease. And I'm just using circular and windshield wiper motions at the same time, pretty much, just to blend that all into my crease and building it up to as vibrant as I want it to be. So you can build it up however you would like. And then I'm going to take my MAC Fix Plus just to make that yellow shade pop just a tiny bit more, because I wanted it to be really bright and out there. So adding some Fix Plus will always help. Next, taking my Wet n Wild concealer again and this Wet n Wild flat brush, I'm just going to go ahead and carve out where I want to put those next colors. So I'm just following the natural crease of my eye, and then just shading in the rest. Next, taking this Cleof little flat brush, I'm gonna, well, girl, it is backwards. There we go. I'm going to spray it with some MAC Fix Plus, and I'm gonna dip into that blue shade right there. And I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the inner half of my eyelid. And I'm just gonna keep packing that color until I get it where I like it to be. This palette is pigmented, but not as pigmented as I would hope sometimes. So it is a good palette to have. Just keep in mind that some shades you just have to work with. You can make it work, but just a thought. Now I'm going to take this No Name flat brush and I'm going to dip into this little bluish greenish color and I'm going to put that on the outer half of my lid. I didn't realize how well they would kind of blend together and like match up, but it worked and I liked it, so I didn't mind it. So again, just spraying that with some Fix Plus and then dipping into that bluish greenish shade and I'm gonna add that to the outer half and just pack on until it's as vibrant as I want it to be. Next, taking this Luxie 215 small angle brush. You can't even see that, but that's what it is. It looks like that. Again, Fix Plus. And then I'm going to dip into that light purple shade right there. And I'm going to go ahead and use that to line my crease between those bluish greenish colors and the yellow. And I started to just follow around those blue shades, but then you'll see that I start to flick it out. Like I said, I was just going with it and winging it, so at one point I changed my mind and I was like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and flick it out. So you'll see me do that in a second. So there you see me flicking it out, and this is a color that I also had to try really hard to build up, so you'll see me add another color to it to make it pop a little bit more, because alone and packing it was just not where I wanted it to be. So dipping into that same light purple, but then I'm going to take this shimmery purple right here. And I'm going to add those two on top. And then I'm going to take that light pink, and I'm going to use that to make a wing. Again, this shade, I had to keep building it and building it to get it where I wanted it to be, even with the MAC Fix Plus. So it was a work in progress. Oh, you know, still here, working on that wing with that pink shade. But I wing it out, and then I connect the two and kind of feather in towards that tealish shade, just so it can blend in together. So the more I add the color, the more you're able to see it. So like I said, these colors are workable, you just have to really work at it. Right there, I'm just trying to get that line to keep popping a little bit more. Oh. Next I'm going to take that orange shade and I'm going to add that to the outer half of the yellow, just because I wasn't feeling the yellow by itself. So I wanted to add in that orange. And I'm adding that orange shade just ever so lightly. Next, we're going to go on to our face, and I'm going to use the Rimmel Stay Matte Primer. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that. And I like to focus the majority of it on the center of my face. Next, using this Clear foundation brush and my Infallible Pro Matte in 106 Sun Beige, I'm going to go ahead and apply that all over the face. I've really been liking applying it with this foundation brush first and then blending it out. Next, taking my Morphe RG6, it looks like this, just a flat top brush. That's what I've been liking lately. I'm just going to go ahead and buff that out all over my face. And you know, it wouldn't be a video without my children or my husband in the background. It's just my life, guys, but we're here for the makeup, right? And the entertainment. Next, taking my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in the shade Light. I'm going to go ahead and conceal under the eyes. And I like to do that in a triangle shape. And then down the center of the nose, center of my forehead, my cupid's bow, and my chin. And then I'm just taking that same RG6 from Morphe to buff that all out. And my kids are being extra crazy in the background. I apologize. I can't go anywhere without them. It's okay. I love them. They're only little for so long. So I hope you all don't mind. Next, I'm going to be taking my Wet n Wild contouring palette in Dulce de Leche. And I'm going to be using my Royal Inlay Nicole multi-purpose powder brush. It's just a fluffy brush. I'm going to dip into that banana shade, and I'm going to go ahead and set wherever we put concealer. And I've really been liking this powder lately. It just really brightens up the under eye, so I'm living for it. And then of course, setting around my nose, because that's where I get the most oily. So I like to make sure I put a good amount of powder, because it keeps me from getting too oily too soon, if that made sense. Taking my Morphe RG8, it looks like that. I'm going to dip into the bronzer shade, and I'm just going to bronze up the face. So I like to start from the top of my ear on my hairline and work my way down, and then just buff it all out. And then I also like to work that under my chin and along the forehead, close to the hairline, and the temples as well. Then taking that Wet n Wild contour brush and dipping into the same bronzer, I'm just going to contour my nose a little bit, just a tad bit. And then I'm just going to define that a little bit more on the cheeks. Taking this Clear Kabuki brush, I'm just going to blend everything together. Going back into that pink and purple shade with the Luxie brush for the outer third of my lower lash line.
Didn't my hair look pretty?
Yes. You're so pretty, Mom.
Yes, I did.
Silly girl.
Does I look pretty?
Yes, you look pretty.
Did I look shiny?
Do you look shiny?
Then does my shirt look shiny?
Your shirt is shiny.
Yes,
That was Naya. So now going back into the blue shade with a Wet n Wild angled brush, I'm going to put that blue right in the center. She's so adorable, guys. Next, going back into that light bluish green shade with the same brush we used for it earlier, and putting that on the inner third. Next, for lashes, going to be using the L'Oreal Lash Paradise and the L'Oreal Telescopic in Carbon Black. And we're going to prep for falsies. I like to use the Telescopic one first to give my lashes some length because my lashes aren't that great, let's be honest. Actually, my lashes aren't too bad. I'll be honest. But I'm going to take the Telescopic first for the length, and then I'll go in with the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise for the volume, obviously. But the Telescopic one works really well with my lower lashes because those are not the best. That's for sure. So with that big fluffy wand from the Voluminous Lash Paradise, you can see the big difference it makes. I really love that mascara. Next, for lashes, using my Kiss lashes in number 11 and my Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive while those dry, using my ABH Nicole Guerriero palette and this Morphe E61. It's just like that. She's still broken. I haven't fixed it. Gonna dip into Kitty Cat as I brush that other shade down. And I'm just going to go ahead and pop that on the high points of my cheeks. Pop that on my nose as well. My forehead, right above the brows. The chin, and the Cupid's bow. And adding more on the cheek side. I always do. I can't help myself. It's too good. Now using this Morphe E19, it's just a little tiny brush like that. I'm going to dip back into Kitty Cat. And I'm going to pop that into the inner corners for my inner corner highlight. And then I'm going to pop that on my brow bone as well. Alrighty, so lashes are on. I'm just going to go ahead and add a little bit of the Voluminous mascara to my lower lashes. And then I'm just going to tap a little bit of that onto my lashes to make them stick even more to the falsies so they blend better. Taking my Maybelline Brow Drama in soft brown, I'm just going to go ahead and set those brows so that they won't be going anywhere. For lips, I'm going to be using this Lord and Berry. I got it in an Ipsy bag 1 month. It's just this pinkish shade. I'm going to go ahead and line my lips and fill them in with it as well. Next, with this NYX Lingerie in Push Up, I believe. Yes, Push Up. I'm going to go ahead and put that on top of the Lord and Berry that we had just used, just to tone down how bright that pink is a little bit. And this formula of the NYX Lingerie aren't my favorite, but they are nice. The shades are nice, but I'm not a fan of the formula. I don't know if anyone else likes it, but I personally am iffy about it. Me thinking if I want to be extra, we're going to be extra. I'm going to go ahead and take that glitter liner that I had got from my jewelry box haul, and I'm just going to go ahead and line the wing and my crease as well. So if you do this, I recommend you do the glitter while you're actually doing your shadow so that it doesn't get everywhere.
and also make sure you let it dry so it doesn't become a mess.
Alrighty guys, that completes this look. If you stuck with me through the whole thing, you're the real one. But thank you. I know my videos can be somewhat chaotic with all the commotion in the background with my kids or whatever it may be, but that's just my life. So if you stuck around through the whole thing, thank you. I hope you all enjoyed this look. I had a lot of fun creating it. I really liked the way it was, but then I was like, I'm a little extra, so I had to throw in the glitter at the end. If you do recreate this look and you do the glitter, I recommend you do it while you're actually doing all your shadow and all that, and make sure you let the glitter liner dry because it can get messy. As you saw, I was trying to fix mine because I got it a little all over on this lid, but that's okay. Yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed this Easter look. Thank you all for watching. I don't think I have anything else to say except thank you for watching. You guys are awesome if you stayed with me till the end, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.